Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the mods for February 12th of 2021. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, so today in the mod review we have we are going to go ahead and take a look at a lot of new mods that came out today. So first up on the screen there, you'll see a couple of timestamps that will pop up to allow you to skip forward to different portions of the video, whether you just want to be here for placeables or you just want to be here for vehicles or tools or whatever the case may be. Continuing from that, if you're looking for a specific mod, it will be down below in the YouTube slider bar for you to be able to locate pretty easily. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the updates for today. So as always, I will not read off the change logs. If you'd like to pause the video to read them, feel free to do so. But today we have updates to the Joskin Wago Pack by ADub Modding. We have an update to the Lemkin D24 by ADub Modding ABP team. We have an update to the Nafaz 9509 by Army Hall. We also have an update to the Colonial 1990 by Rajat G Play. And then we also have updates to Oberkrebach. I'm probably saying that super wrong. I apologize, by Richie F. We also have updates to the Cruzado NL28 by RL Modding FSI Group, and an update to the D-Compactor Combined RL Modding, or by RL Modding FSI Group, and an update to the John Deere 6030 series by DB Modding. And then we also have a new map today. Welcome to Oak Hill by Lancy Boy. So I will be doing a map tour of this later on today, so stay tuned for that. But for now, that's what you get there. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the rest of the new mods for today. All right, first up, we have the Massey-Ferguson 200 series. This is by Ivan Keogh, Talon, and Agro Mods. This is 8.89 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is going to be found in the store, under vehicles, under small tractors. We go down to the end here. There we go. 35,000 to buy, 75 horsepower starting, 160 liters of fuel, runs at 21 miles per hour. We open it up in here. We do have a color customization, so we can do a couple different colors on there. Rim color, you can adjust anything on there. Front configuration, you can have no. Front weight and shovel, which is what I've gone for because I think that's pretty sweet. And lightweight, bumper, and back to nothing. So then for design, you can have original, you can have chrome 2, or original. So it's looking at the exhaust. Here's what we're doing. So there you go. Wheel setup, you have standard, we have wides, we have rear twins, and back to narrows, back to standard there. So accessories, we have standard, windshield, GPS and windshield, canvas, which I've gone for because it's awesome, windshield plus canvas, and back to standard. Engine setup, we have the 275, which is 75 horsepower, the 283, which is 83 horsepower, the 290, which is 96 horsepower, and then back to the 275. Front loader attachment, yes or no. I put it on there because it looks pretty bulky, so I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like outside. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in it here. Sounds great. Horn. Beacons, does it have any beacons on it? I don't think it does. Yeah, it looks like a great little tractor. I love that shovel up front. I don't think you can grab it or anything. I think it's just decorative. Yeah, makes sense. Any options on there that I'm missing? Nope, does not look like it. Inside the cab. Looks pretty cool actually with the canvas on it, but yeah, there you go. We got the whole front loader box there to adjust the front loader tools if you have them on there, but there you go. That is the Massey-Ferguson 200 series. All right, next up we have the Massey-Ferguson 7600. This is by Blowa. This is 16.75 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. If we go in the store, this is going to be found under medium tractors. I believe medium tractors. We'll double check here in a second. Yep, there we go. 117,000 starting price, 155 horsepower, 310 liters of fuel. Runs at 31 miles per hour. Geez, I can't talk today. I apologize, guys. Rim color. Several rim colors on there. Options for you. Main color. Green there. Or whatever else you want to have for different colors on there. That's a pretty cool actually looking tractor. Just threw that together. Configuration of standard. You have 170 kilogram front weight, 280 kilogram, 390, 500, 610, 720, and a front hydraulic. For trailer board tires, you can have standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wides and weights, rear twins, twin wheels, and narrows. And then we go back to standard. Michelin, you have standard, wheel weights, wides and weights, rear twins, twins all around, and back to standard. Under Nokian, you have standard, wheel weights, rear twins, twin wheels, and communal. So there you go, back to standard there. GPS receiver, you have yes or no, so you can have the GPS receiver on the top there. Go down here, we have the 7614 Dyna 4, which is 155 horsepower. The 7615 is 165. The 7615 Dyna 6 is 175. The 7616 is 185, then 200 for the 7618, and then back down to the 7614. Front loader attachment, you can have yes, or well, yes, you can have stole power, and then no on that. So a lot of different configurations on there, but it's a good looking tractor. Engine sound, beacons, horn. I hit the lights, 1, 2, 3, off. And actually I forgot to do that over here on this guy. 1, 2, and off. There you go, sorry. Let's look in the cab of this guy. A lot of good detail in here. Mirrors look great, everything looks great in here. Can open the, yeah, there we go. So we should be able to open the doors. It's left and right, holding down the center mouse button. Both of them, up and down, is opening that back window there. So yeah, a couple things you can open up on it. But there you go. That is the Massey-Ferguson 7600. Next up, we have the Dog 65. This is by JA Modding. This is 13.52 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So if this is going to be found under large tractors now, go down to the very end. There we go, the Dog 65, 100,000 to buy, 370 starting horsepower, 681 liters of fuel, and 24 miles per hour. We go into here, there is no customization whatsoever for it, so you get what you get. Hop in it. Sounds great, I love that black smoke. Horn. No beacon options on here. Lights, 1, 2, and off. 1, 2, off. So there you go. That is the Dog 65. All right, next up we have the TLX9000 Rigid Series. This is by 82 Studio. This is 70.74 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So this is, I'm gonna miss so many things when going through this kit, but let's take a look in the store first. So the truck itself is in trucks. So the only thing I can tell the difference between the CMS and the D60 is that they have different engine sounds. I'm pretty sure that's what I read and what I think is the difference between them. But 49 miles per hour, 440 liters fuel starting, 485 horsepower starting. We hop in here, there's a lot of different options. Rim color can be changed to anything. Main color changed to anything. Design color changed to anything on there. So configurations, we have standard, preset 1, rear hitch, which adds a rear hitch on the back, hitch PTO, and then we have back to standard. For wheel brand, we have stock, tag axle, lug covers, spike covers, stock. And under each of those, so under stock, we have standard, black center caps, heavy duty, knock-in heavy duty, back to standard. Under tag axle, we have tag axle blackened, tag axle HD, tag axle knock-in HD, and back to tag axle. Oops, go back there. And then under lug covers, we have long nuts. We have long nuts blacked, long nuts, and long nuts blacked. Yeah, so those are two options there. Spike covers, we have spikes blacked, and that's your options. Under stock, that's what we just went through, so we're good to go. Sorry, I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. Under license plates, we have standard, which has the little Texas 82 Studio there. Then we have double, simple, triple, Nebraska 1, Nebraska 2, which also changes the colors out there, Nebraska 3, Nebraska 4, Nebraska 5, back to standard. You scroll down here, rear fenders, we have standard, we have style 1 main color, style 2 main color, style 1 with lights, style 1 main with lights, style 2 with lights, style 2 main with lights, and back to standard. Under bumper, we have standard, custom bumper with lights, the Aussie bumper, and the Aussie bumper oversized, back to standard. How much is that one? Well, 4,500. I thought it was 45,000 for a second, but no, it's good. Lighting, we have standard, chicken lights, spotlights. So if we look at, let's go back down to that. So standard, so chicken lights is going to be these guys on the sides here. Spotlights, these guys up here. And then you also can do rear work lights, which are, where are they at? Oh, there they are, right there. Rear work lights. Okay, perfect. And you can do chicken lights and spotlights, and then chicken lights and rear work lights, and then all is your final option there. On the working lights, TLX. There's still more options on your chicken lights plus TLX. There are tons of options on this thing. Air intakes. We have standard, short intake, back to standard. Under the engine setup, we have the TLX9000 CMS. We have the 425, which is 580 horsepower, so that original is 485. Then we have 580, 650, and 1100 if you want that. Fuel tank, you can have standard or you can have double, so it adds a second set of fuel tanks on there for you and does double your fuel capacity from 440 to 880. Exhaust, we have, so we're looking at these guys now, standard, straight angled, straight with flappers, stacks, and back to standard. Visors, we have standard, drop visor main color, drop visor design color, drop visor with lights, drop visor main with lights, drop visor design with lights, and back to standard. And that is all the configurations. So many on those guys. So now let's go over to the backs for them. So if we go into miscellaneous under here, miscellaneous under tools. So many backs to them. So we have the rigid rollback, TLX9000 rigid rollback, $4,200 to buy. Essentially, it's for transport. You can adjust the color to anything you want. You can have standard or no headache rack, and then lighting, you have standard, emergency bar, work lights, or all. So a couple options there. The rigid dumper, which holds 41,820 liters of these various fill types, $7,500 to buy, so not much at all. You can adjust the main color to anything, the design color to anything, which if we look at, it's gonna be that, and then the main color. I should have done, there we go. Okay, perfect. Now wood, we can have these wood panels, or we can have painted. So wood or painted. So those are your options on that. We have the rigid box, $5,000 to buy. Main color, we'll do pink to make it stand out. Design color, we'll do yellow to make that stand out when we get there. So you can have rigid panels, you can have folding curtains, and back to rigid panels. Metal frame, painted frame, and that's it. Finals, you can have plain, 82 Logistics, 82 Lawn Care, 82 Jack Moose, John Deere, Case IH, and back to plain. Floor type you can have, which I don't think we're gonna be able to see on here, but you can have wood, diamond plate, steel, or back to wood. Down at the bottom, swing doors plus ramps, roll-up door and liftgate, roll-up door and ramps, and then back to swing doors there. So a few options on there. I couldn't get the curtains to open. I couldn't get some of the stuff to work the way it should, and I think it's might be a conflict with some other mod I'm running. I'm pretty sure it's got to be that. It might be with the F11 screen. So anyhow, but I just want to show you guys some of the details on here. So next we have the TLX9000 rigid tanker, which is $7,500 to buy. Holds all these various liquid types, 25,000 liters at a time. If you open up in here, you can do main color to anything. That's kind of a cool main color, but let's do yellow to see it. Design color, we'll do red, so you can see where those different colors are. Mudguard, you can do black. Stainless steel or design color, back to black. Warning signs, you can have standard. You can have, if we look right here, flammable liquid, food grade, fresh milk, milk and water, non-flammable gas, flammable solid, danger if wet, inhalation hazard, and back to standard. So tons of options on that. And finally with this pack, we go under trailers, all the way down to the very end here. We have these two guys, which are essentially the trailer form of the dumper and the tanker. So 43,320 liters of, well, it says fuel there. That shouldn't, I think that's got to hold everything. We'll check that in a second. And then this one is for all those various fill types, 25,000 liters. In here, I'm assuming that meant for that little fuel tank up front, maybe? I don't know. Rim color we can change, main color, we can change that. Design color we can change to whatever we'd like. You can have standard, rear hitch, so you can chain these together. Hitch PTO, fuel tank, there we go, I bet you that's where the fuel's coming from. Trailers, attachers, and fuel tank. Trailers, attachers, and PTO and fuel tank. Wood panels or the painted panels here, so wood or painted there. Standard, you have black center caps, heavy duty, knock-in heavy duty, agricultural, back to standard. Additional features, loading platform, standard. I actually kind of want to see how the loading platform looks with the fuel tank. That looks pretty sweet there. So loading platform, back to standard. So a lot of different options on that. Hop out of there. This guy right here, very similar options. So again, rim color, main color, and we can do design color if we want to do something. Gold looks kind of nice actually. Rear attachers, we can have standard, rear hitch, hitch PTO, back to standard. Mud guards, we can have black, stainless steel, and design color. Warning signs, we can have standard, flammable liquid, food grade, fresh milk, milk and water, non-flammable gas, flammable solid, danger of wet, inhalation hazard, and back to standard. Wheel setup, we can have black center caps, heavy duty, knock-in heavy duty, agricultural, and back to standard. Down here, additional features, we can have loading platform and back to standard. So this one, you can't do the fuel tanker on the top there, but there you go. Lots of different options on those guys. So let's take a look at them. So this is one I just bought. This is, I believe, what is this? This is the CMS. We'll take a look at the engine sound in a second, where I just bought it. Standard, didn't do any customization. This, I kind of customized the way I would want one, maybe. So there you go. That one's got a lot more stuff, and this is the D60 here. We have the dumper back. We have the dumper trailer. We have the rollback. We have the liquid trailer. We have the, the box trailer, I suppose. I can't remember the name of it now. And the tanker trailer here. So I just did some random kind of customizations. We're not going to take a look at all of these in extreme detail, but the main thing we're going to focus on is the trucks. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit for the vehicles. There's the horn. Jake brake sound there. Lights 1, 2, 3, 4, and off there for you. Beacons, I don't think, oh, there is, there we go. Beacons on there, you can see those going off now on the sides. That first light option is great, all those lights light up. That is wonderful. In the cab here, tons of detail, as you can imagine. I love you can even see out the little side mirror there on the bottom and the little window that's out down there. All right, hop out of that guy. Let's go over to this guy just so we can hear the sound difference a little bit. Horn. A little bit annoying. 1 for lights, 2 for lights, 3 for lights, 4 for lights, and off. So in case you don't have all the lighting setups or anything like that. This one doesn't have a hitch on the back. Cap looks very similar with the bed in the back still and everything like that. Beacons, they're going off just fine. But there you go. And again, you can configure this to any sort of setup you would want to look at. So yeah, this is a really versatile truck, to be honest. But yeah, that is the TLX9000. I apologize, I'm sure I missed some stuff, but let me know down in the comments if I missed any cool stuff. So anyhow, guys, we'll continue on from there. All right, next up we have this. This is the Alfa 2.1. This is by KOPI or Kopi. This is 9.92 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So if we take a look in the store, this is going to be found under disc arrows. That's right, there we go. Down here, the Alfa 2.1, 3,800 to buy, 9 miles per hour working speed, 2.1 meter working width, 55 horsepower required. We go into here, we can have drum, yes or no. So pretty sweet there. Main color, you can adjust anything on that list there. Discs, you can have disc style 1, 2, 3, 4, back to 1. So a few options there to customize that as you want. What do we hop in it? Well, not hop in it, hop in the tractor, hook it up. Lower V to lower it down. And it should be cultivating, which it is. Fantastic. It's working as it should. So that is the Alfa 2.1. All right, next up we have the Lizard 815. This is by Hemerson Dentenho. This is 4.07 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So this is going to be found in the store under, where are we at here? Subsoilers. Go down to the very end, right here. 18,000 to buy, 6.5 meter working width, 7 miles per hour, 120 horsepower required. If we go into here, no customization, you get what you get. Hop in it. Hook up. V to lower it down. And there you go. So a subsoiler will leave a, well, it will do what the job of a plow by leaving it to be, it'll plow the soil essentially, but it'll leave a cultivated state, if that makes sense. But there you go. That is doing exactly as it should be doing. All right, next up we have the Cultivator CVACn. This is by JV 3D Modding and Sluice Modding. This is 7.96 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is also found under subsoilers, so we go down to the very end. This one's unique in the sense that it will fertilize, so it can hold 530 liters of fertilizer, and it will fertilize as you go along. 9 miles per hour working speed, 85 horsepower required, 3.8 meter working width. If we go into the store, there's no customization. You get what you get, but it's pretty cool. So it'll leave a plowed state, it will cultivate the field, and it will fertilize it. So let's go ahead and do that. If we lower it down, looks like we can, oh, we have to turn it on before it's going to say, hopefully I was thinking we'd be able to run it without, oh, turned on, it's not doing anything. That's not, it's interesting. And to open the cover, okay. If I hire a worker, that's working. If I unhire a worker, now what if I do it myself? V to lower it down. Okay, now it's working fine, and I don't have, am I leaving fertilizer behind? Nope, I'm not, but if I hit B to turn it on, I'm now leaving fertilizer behind, so you can do both. It looks like it just had a little glitch there for a second. Likely a mod conflict is something that I got running on here, but there you go. V to turn it, or V to lift it up, and B to turn it off. So there you go. That is the Cultivator CVACn. All right, next up we have the Grimme SE260. This is by Hirschen Power. This is 5.02 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is going to be found in the store under Potato Technology, so it's essentially this guy with a twist, and I'll explain that in a second. We go down here to the very end. This guy right here, 157,875 to buy, 1.8 meter working width. It holds 9,276 liters of potatoes. It's a potato harvester that runs at 6 miles per hour, only requires 110 horsepower. If we go in the store, you can do trailer board, you can have standard or wide, and then under Michelin, you can have standard or wide, and that's it right there. That's all your configuration options. Now, this has been modified, so not only will it harvest, hopefully, these potatoes in the ground here that have been topped, it should also pick them up, like if you're using something from the Grimme potato pack. So X, unfold it. B to turn it on. V to lower it down. Yep, it's picking up potatoes off the ground, which is great. Now I also want to see if it's actually going to harvest for us, if I come over here. And yes, it is still harvesting, so there we go. It's doing, it has kind of a 2-in-1 function to it, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, there you go. That is the Grimme SE260. All right, next up we have the Mammut PM 4.0A. This is by Agritechnic Nordreifel. This is 4.94 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. If we go in the store, this is a TMR mixer. Under animals, to go all the way down to the very end here, right here, holds 6,000 liters, so you can't even really get full bales in there, so I don't even know if you could mix with bales with this. You might have to do loose or something along those lines, but yeah, so 6,000 liters, it holds $9,500 to buy, 60 horsepower required. If we go into here, there's no customization. You get what you get. I fill it up with, sure. We'll do, there we go. Okay, there we go. Total mix ration there. Tip side left. If I hit Control I, stop. Tip side right. Man, is our tip side back? Nope, just left and right. There you go. So, B to turn it on. If I just unload it, we might be able to see if there's any kind of work. Yep, the mixer's in there working as it should. So, there you go. B to turn it off. That is the Mammut PM 4.0A. All right, next up we have the Aperion 3401. This is by Agrar Modding. This is 6.22 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. If we go into the store, this is under trailers. We scroll down to the very end here. Here we go. The Aperion 3401, 65,000 to buy, holds 52,000 liters, which it does say 72,000 in the ModHub to buy, but that could be wrong. Obviously, it might be. Holds all these different crop types here. I go into here, let's see if we can bump that price up to that, but I'm not sure what the fill volume in here. I'm not sure what that adjusts on it. I couldn't see anything specific adjusting on it. Looked around for a while, but anyhow, under wheel brand, you have Lizard, and you have Trailerborg and Michelin, and back to Lizard. So there you go, a couple options on there, but yeah, the price is staying pretty much the same. Big trailer, hop in it. Tip side back, left Control I. Tip side grain door, yep, that's the other option. So you have those two options there. Stop it there, unloads fairly quick. And then X to lower that other axle. Raise it back up. Let's see what these guys are doing here. I can unfold down the sides. That's with the left mouse button, right and left. Right mouse button, right and left does the other side, and then this one up and down folds down that front section there. So if you're using it for like with a forage harvester or something. And I wonder if this had like a, it almost seems like it would hold more of like a bulk crop, but I guess not. But anyhow, there you go. That is the Aperion 3401. All right, next up we have the Holaras OCTO 1500. This is by 20 farmers. This is 2.58 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So in the store, this is found under, oh goodness, where to find it? I think under miscellaneous here. If we go down to the very end, yep, there it is. It's designed to clean out animal pens, so we'll take a look at that here in a second. So 40 horsepower required, 2 meter working width, 7 miles per hour. If I open it up in here, there's no customization. You get what you get. So I'm going to try just to do something with this wheat over here on the ground. You do have to hit B to turn it on. Oh, that's doing it pretty well. V to lower it down, and it's just deleting it. Well, look at that. That worked really well. So there you have it. It just deletes it. You don't get any of it back, it looks like. It just deletes it. Oh, no, I lifted it up and I got it back. Oh, interesting. So I have it on, and then if I turn it off, it unloads it all back onto the ground. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, there you have it. That is the Holaras OCTO 1500. All right, finally we are on to placeables. So this is the gate. This is by Shadow Mods. This is 1.31 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. We go in the store. This is found under, gosh, I think it was miscellaneous. Was it miscellaneous? Yep, there we go. Gate, $990 to buy, $2 a day in maintenance. And here it is. Left click to open that up, and that other door opens up as well. So there you go. It's a nice little gate. If that's what you're looking for, then it's might be exactly what you need, or whatever the case may be. Now I can't get anything to close. There we go. But yeah, that's the gate. All right, next up we have the grain silo. This is by Presmec 23433. This is 4.04 megabytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players only. If I go into the store, this is going to be found under silos, as this is a grain silo. Right here, $60,000 to buy, holds 100,000 liters of your basic crop types down there. $100 a day maintenance. So this is your out pipe here. Now if I come up to it, install grain blower. Not quite sure what that did exactly. Hide the grain blower. What's it right there? So I suppose this is probably, if you click on it to get rid of it, that's probably to just kind of hide it. And then this is going to be your input, I'm assuming, based on what I see on the silo here. So there you go. That is the grain silo. All right, next up we have the storage barn. This is by TLX9000. This is 20.39 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So this is going to be found also under silos. All the way down at the end, this is the grain silo. So it does say storage barn, but it looks like it's, yeah, it looks like it's listed in here as grain silo, though it says storage barn, but it's definitely the right building. I don't see that there's two buildings on it. But anyhow, $27,200 to buy, $19 a day maintenance. It will hold these products right here. So let me see. It says there will also be a place for straw or hay. So maybe bales? We'll take a look here in a second. But yeah, 48,200 liters of those products. And then if we go in here, let's scroll down to, yeah, so it's not a silo for those, it looks like. But, and it did landscape this up. I placed it, as you can see, part of it's flat down here. So it might be a little bit tricky to place and get where you want, which I'm not getting to be able to open that door. Wonder if I have to be inside to open it. Little storage shed out back here. There we go. That one opens up. And then up here, you get a little storage area here. Assuming this is where our silo is going to be. Close gate. Yep. Unfold. Grain choke. Yep. So it puts that away. There we go. Okay, puts that away or takes that out. As far as that's where you're going to get stuff out, I'm assuming you're just going to dump it into here. I'm assuming that's where it's going to be there. Now that's opening. But yeah, I'm assuming that's where you're probably going to dump stuff in. But yeah, anyhow, if you're looking for a nice little old kind of style silo, this might be exactly what you're looking for. All right, next up we have the garage for machines. This is by Bartso NV3. This is 4.64 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is found in the store under sheds. Right here, garage for machines, $17,000 to buy, $20 a day maintenance. We take a look. It's just a nice little garage for machines, just exactly as it advertised. light switch right there. We open this guy up. Perfect. In here, and I'm assuming there's another light switch. Yep, right in there to turn the lights on inside. So inside and outside lights. We can assume we can open that side there. Yep, there we go. Yeah, a lot of good detail on it. Yeah, anyhow, that is the garage for machines. Next up, we have the Farmhouse. This is by Carol. This is 7.26 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. In the store, this is going to be found under Farmhouses right here. $45,000 to buy, $10 a day maintenance. I can come right up here to the front door. There we go. You're not tired, so it has a sleep trigger there. Lots of good detail on it. You go around it. Firewood out back. Garbage bin, bicycle, flower pots everywhere. But there you go. That is the Farmhouse. All right, next up we have the American Horse Ranch. This is by Cat Modding and White Bull Modding, which makes sense for the Richport Ranch, because Richport's their new map that White Bull Modding is working on. This is 11.36 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is found in the store. This is a couple different things. So first one is under animal pens. Right down here, the horse ranch, 15 horses. So that does actually take horses, the building we have. And then there's also one behind it that is right here, the placeable horse objects, which we'll take a look at that. So that's $25,000, $10 a day. And then did I mention the other one? I don't think I did. $100,000 to buy, $100 a day maintenance. So this guy right here, see, it looks like we got water here. Open that up. Horses going right here. That looks like triggered throughout the whole thing here. Some of this stuff open up. Yeah, nice. All these sections here open up. They go outside. That's awesome. Very cool. A lot of good detail on that. Oop, can I open this? There we go. You can drive back out this side. So there you go. And this is the decorative area. So kind of like your horse training and stuff like that. You got this set up for you. Is there a gate on this? You would think there'd be a gate. I've seen anywhere where there'd be a gate. Well, anyhow, that is the American Horse Ranch. All right, and our final mod for the day is not really, well, it's a script mod, but it is the Mobile Workshop mod. This is by Rockstar. This is 14 kilobytes to download, and this is for PC and Mac players only. So it gives me the ability, if I walk up to this guy, not near any repair trigger, I hit R, I can open up the options here, and I can repair it or do whatever I want to do. So I can hit R to open that up. I can go up to this guy and hit R to open that up. I don't think I have anything. I mean, I can go to anything basically and hit R, open it up. So that's pretty sweet if you didn't want to have to worry about using a repair trigger. So there you go. That is the Mobile Workshop. And that is the end of our mods for today. So quite a few today. But anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.